It is a Yin Fire Rabbit month for March, and I am ready to give you the forecast of what to expect in the weeks ahead for your home Feng Shui. So welcome to the Feng Shui and Bazi Chinese Astrology channel. This is Lydia, and I am so happy to be with you today. So this is just such a ride. Oh my God. So you know how I love when we start our monthly reviews to reflect back on what we had the month before, right? And so February was the start of our new year of the Jade Dragon. It came in fast and loud and hard. Bam. Did you get whiplash from all of that? My God. This really was a month that just flew by. It went so fast and so much happened. Like I just could barely keep up. I'm curious to know, please put in the comments where you are in this world and what your February was. How did your Jade Dragon begin? So when we look at Flying Stars Feng Shui, we're looking at how the influences of this ever-changing flow of energy impacts our lives, right? How does this affect us? So it's all these layers, right? So we're in the year of the dragon. And last month we had this Yin Fire Tiger, and the two of them together are just like so much. So, it might have felt like it was argumentative, super competitive, maybe some just dynamic forward momentum. Like all of a sudden, all your projects are going boom, taken off. Like all of a sudden, here are the green lights. Well, now we come to the month of the rabbit. And we land in the soft, pillowy grasses of March, starting on the 5th, because yes, we go by the Chinese calendar. Our sweet little rabbit that just left us a hot minute ago is with us. And in her sweet springtime, she peeks her head into our gardens and says, let's all take a rest. After all, rabbits are very low-key, humming around, happy little people. Happy little energy, except, little problem. Dragon doesn't want to slow down. Nope. In fact, the dragon is our 4-year-old charging right into the woods with a stick, screaming at the top of his lungs, and all the birds are scattering in the sky. Yeah, that's the flavor of March. That's how I'm seeing it in my head. So no, the flavor of March, I think, is going to feel a little bit like Saturday when all you want to do is hang out in the yard, maybe read a good book, but no, you have been asked, demanded, and coerced into doing 50 million things all the way through your day into the party that night. So I think you may find yourself frustrated that you can't keep your own pace. And I think that really kind of got genned up in the month of February, how we started this year. It's just so much energy and so much go. Ah! Let's take a deep breath. Feels so good. Let's take another. So yes, this is the flavor of March. And in addition to that, you may feel rushed, overwhelmed, and yes, coerced into doing more than you ever wanted to because someone signed you up for every committee on the PTA. You ever feel like that? Who signed me up for all this? Oh yeah, you did. Therefore, friends, what I can say is that the message for all of us: be flexible, accommodating, and find those pockets of quiet and burrow in for as long as you can before the world pulls you back into the fast lane. Okay? Remember, you have more power and authority than you ever thought you did. Okay? It might seem like your kids, your partner, your job, your this, your that are dictating your schedule. But in fact, you do have the ability to say no. No, thank you. You have the ability to recognize, ooh, I got half an hour where nothing's going on. Put down your phone. Serious up. When you find these pauses in the month of March, get outside. Okay? Whether it's autumn in the southern hemisphere or spring in the northern hemisphere, get outside. No phone, no selfie with the flowers blooming. No, just you outside sitting quietly. Soak in the stillness and the silence and see how that helps soothe your nervous system. Okay? Really, really important. Okay? And yes, let's leave that there. All right, so if this charges you up and you want to know more and you're digging this channel, please subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one. And super subscribers, I love you dearly because you help make me being here possible. Thank you. All right, so with that being said, springtime, friends, time for the spring clean, and I would love to do a Zoom consultation to ensure your home is supporting you in the most vibrant of ways. I also would love to offer you a written Bazi Astrology Reading that comes with 30 minutes sitting with me answering all your fabulous questions about your Bazi astrology. I will put a link for that down below, and feel free to email me if you're interested in talking about a consultation. Love those, so much fun. So we're gonna go around our Bagua, and I'm gonna give you the tips and tricks for March 2024 in your home. Now, if all this is a lot of info, no worries. I have the blog on the Karma Chameleon website where you can check out not just the blog about the Flying Stars for March, but all kinds of other fabulous articles that I've written about Feng Shui and Bazi astrology. So here we go. Let's start in the center, which is the energy that emulates through the whole rest of your home or office. And this is really important to know with these open concept homes, that the center can really bleed unlike any other direction through the whole house. This year we have the 3-star, which is really very negative. It's irritable, it's cranky, it's argumentative, it's disharmonious. And we started the year with the 5-star in the center. Man, that's a rough start. When you add that to the energy of the Tiger-Dragon combo from February and this, that really speaks to me of a very fast, furious, and problematic start to our year. So I'm glad the 4-star joins the 3-star in March. They're both wood stars. The earth is the center, so there's this conflict. We're going to mitigate with fire. Fire also helps to weaken both of these stars that are no longer, like the 4-star is no longer positive in period 9. Can be if you feed it, but in this situation, that's not possible. So the annual cure in the center of the home is a red happy Hodi sitting on 7 Chinese red envelopes. This will protect your relationships and your wealth. We're now going to come around to the north. There's like 2 or 3 good spots in our whole house for March. It is very problematic. So we're riding the waves of the energy. Just because we want to launch a business or launch something, or we've got to learn to move with the energy, the way the ancients did. It really serves you so much better. I have something big I want to launch with my retreats from my home, but I'm waiting because it doesn't feel like the energy is supportive enough for this to happen just yet. Just yet. Okay. This is one of the best directions. I'm happily sitting in this direction, and upstairs I happily sleep in the direction of the southwest. All right. The southwest is the 9 stars in the southwest, and that's our new wealth star. And it's ruled by fire, and March increases our wealth potential with the 1 watery star coming in. So the one with the 9 feels like a spicy, steamy kind of potential wealth and success and promotion. It's a little bit of a tricky combination with the elements because you've got earth and fire and water. I would continue to use all your purpley colors that the 9 star loves, along with some neutral earth tones like tan and brown and cream. And then, the annual cure is Baoyu Su Shui Master Cure that I got off the Feng Shui Mall. Really love that website. And also prominently display 9 purple silk flowers in a purple or green vase. And that's for the year. Now, the way that I've always described Feng Shui cures are like acupuncture needles. We place them so to motivate specific energy or to depress certain energy. So in this instance, obviously, we're motivating. So in addition to the annual cure, we're going to add for March 1 blue item to motivate the 1 star. And this can be a gold ingot sitting on a blue plate. That's a really nice thing to do. All right, so we're now going to come around to this is like the worst corner of our home. West and northwest. Get this. The west is where the 5 star of doom, gloom, and anything horrible happening, from accidents to bankruptcy to divorce, anything and everything that could go wrong, up to and including death, could happen in the west. Now, the west being metal does help weaken the 5 star, which is earth, but not quite enough. And I really mean this when I say vacate. Do not use the west or the northwest this year for a bedroom, an entrance, any kind of an important room. It is not safe. Let's leave it at that. You want the details? Go to read the blog. Here we go. So the 6 star comes in, and it's like almost like the innocent one walking in with a wallet full of $100 bills, and you've just gone down a dark back alley. What could go wrong? Oh, you're going to lose your money. Right? Protect your wealth. Make sure that you're not keeping your purse, for instance, or a checkbook, if people still use those, or anything related to your money in the West for March. Actually, the whole year, really and truly, but especially in March. One of the best cures for the 5 star is outside, place a 6-rod metal wind chime. That metal blowing is literally breaking up the chi and dispelling it. The other thing that you can have if you're like in an apartment is a chiming clock. Okay. All right, we're coming around. The other horrible direction is the northwest, which is where we have the one of the three afflictions, the Shui Po, which is the placement of the dog being the enemy of this year's dragon. Okay, so this is very afflicted. You do not want to do any construction, any big loud noises like drumming or playing loud video games in the West this year and the Northwest. Be really mindful of where you're doing specific things on your property and in your home, because if you're not flowing with this energy, you basically are setting yourself up for being a victim of the energy. And we don't want that. We want you to stay safe and we want you to be well, always. So the 4-star, one of the best cures is to put a Chinese coin with the 4 characters facing up with a rose quartz crystal sitting on top. That's one of the best ones for protecting relationships. You can also use 4 stalks of lucky bamboo in a blue vase. Blue is the mitigator for the 4-star being in the Northwest. Now, the month of March brings the 5-star. You got the 5-star for the year in the West and visiting in the Northwest. This is really bad. I mean, bad. I don't have any mention for what to do as far as the 5-star other than vacate and keep it quiet and undisturbed. If it is your front door, you have no other option. Use it quietly. If it is a bedroom and you have no other option, please go to the blog and get all the cures you need. The saltwater cure, the brass Wooloo health gourd, these things are necessary. All right. So let's back up. We're going to come around now to the north, which is a good spot. Yay, we found the happy place. The 8-star in the north is wealth, even though it's a little beleaguered now. But, you know, it's in such a beleaguered state. It's weakened by now not being period 8 anymore. We're in period 9. And in addition to that, it's in the north, which is water. So it's like it's been demoted and then like given like the worst case scenario to further weaken it, but not in March. In March, the 9-star comes in and the 9-star motivates and fuels that 8-star. And even though they're sitting in the north, which is watery, I think we can really get a lot of benefit from this. So if the north is your office or your front door, use this energy to your advantage and ensure there is no clutter throughout this year in the north. You want to motivate your career, and you can do that. March is an awesome month for that. So for the 8-star, we've got 8 Chinese coins on a red string hanging from the door, if it's the front door. In a prime place, put 8 silk yellow, or you could do red flowers in a red vase for abundance. And for March, add something purple, like a beautiful amethyst crystal. All right, then we're going to come around to the northeast, which for the year is great because the 6-star is there, but the 7-star flies in for March. The 7-star is big metal, and this is like a lot of metal energy. It feels combative. It feels like competition. It feels like a threat to your money, a threat to your position, a threat to your safety. There's real danger in the Northeast. Be very careful. Surgery could happen, injury with sharp objects. People stabbing you in the back. So be really mindful, especially if this is your office. So the annual cure is 6 gold ingots in a round yellow or gold metal plate. But for March, I would caution you with your finances. Be really mindful. We're going to come around now to the east, which I'm saying neutralize. Why? Because the 1 star is our future wealth star, and it's a positive energy, but the 2 star is going through transition. And so be really cautious if people are getting sick, if they sleep in this direction or spend a lot of time in this direction. This is a place to put your vision board for the year of everything you want to manifest, because the 1 star is future wealth. So it's where we want to plant our seeds. So with the 2 star here, I would just say if this is your bedroom, put a Wulu health gourd to ensure that you stay healthy. But I think overall the east can still be a fairly positive location. The northeast or the southeast with the 2 star, so we got the 2 star in the east and the southeast, kind of like the 5 star in the west and the northwest. Really interesting, these patterns that we find. And so the 2 star in the east is, this is earth wood. Plus, it's the location of the dragon. It's the location of the Grand Duke. This is very volatile energy. And it's met in March with the 3 star, which is very grumpy and is kind of at home in the southeast. And, they're both wood qualities. So it's tricky. The focus, I would say, is yes, honor the southeast with plants and green, but also bring in a little pops of earth, which is the color yellow. I would say specifically yellow to kind of nourish and soothe the 2 star in its beleaguered placement and everything happening this year. Finally, we come to the place of the 3 killings. The last of the 3 afflictions is here. The 7 star in the south. I've said this and I will say it through this year. It is very volatile. It is where metal hitting fire is a car accident. It is an explosion. It is gunfire. Be very careful of your safety in the southern part of your home and property. Very careful. Now, this month brings in the 8 star, which is interesting because the 8 star does what? It's mitigating. It's mitigating the clash between fire and metal. So you might find that this situation soothes a little bit, but at the same time, the 8 star nourishes the metal of the 7 star, emboldening it, which means things could be soothed or inflamed, right? Like now the 7 star feels like it has backup. And now it can really go to battle. So like I said, be very, very careful of what's going on there. And weird as it is, just like the north, just like in the southeast, this year is wonky like this. There is no real way to get mitigation with the clash of elements. And therefore, in order to weaken this, we're asking for the innate metal colors of gray and black and also blue, which is very weird to have in the South, right? So just be very mindful of all that. And if you're curious, spinning around our happy globe, on the world stage, India, Nepal, and north into Tibet. I will never call Tibet China. Just saying. And upwards into the world map. Those are the places we will see highlighted by the month of March and the energies of March. Now, just to highlight, best directions are the north, southwest, possibly the east. Told you. It's tricky this month. And the areas of caution, Shui Po, northwest, south, 3 killings, southeast, the Grand Duke. Also add to that the northeast, the west, and the center. Now, the center might be okay. Might be okay. But there's a lot of caution. And, that's okay. We don't have to go bold, fast, high speed into our everyday, right? Take advantage of those best areas of your home, and hopefully you have access to that. That being said, as I'm wrapping this up, when we look at home feng shui, long, skinny houses can be very tricky because you lose part of the bagua, right? We always want to have a home that is like a standard shape, like a solid rectangle or a solid square. All right, so that was your ride for March. Thank you for listening, and please leave positive comments. I appreciate them. I appreciate you, and I'm wishing you all the best in our flowering springtime of March. And until next time, be well.